Imagine waking up one morning and seeing that a single stock in your portfolio has dropped more than 30% overnight. That's exactly what just happened with Viking Therapeutics. And for many investors, that kind of gut-wrenching loss is a reminder that the stock market can feel more like gambling than investing sometimes. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the latest stock to get pummeled and how real estate investing can be a more stable option than you might think when it comes to building wealth. Hey, I'm Randy Wolfe, and before we dive in, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you are wanting to learn how to invest in real estate. And if you like, you can check out my private real estate community where I coach new and aspiring real estate investors. I'll put that link in the description below. So the Viking Therapeutics crash is a perfect example of how volatile the stock market can be. You know, one FDA report, one earnings call, or even just a rumor sometimes can wipe out years of paper gains. And as an investor, that lack of control can feel really frustrating. You know, you're essentially betting on factors you can't influence: boardroom decisions, clinical trial results, global news events. It's like sitting at a casino table and hoping that the dice roll is in your favor. Now, compare that to real estate. Instead of staring at a ticker that jumps up and down every second, you've got something that's actually real, a property that you can touch, you can improve, you can rent out, you can manage. Even in a down market, people still need a place to live. And that means you can collect steady rent, pay down your mortgage, and build equity, no matter what the headlines say. Real estate is an asset class where you just have more control, period. If your rental isn't performing well, you can adjust rents, you can add amenities, you can refinance, or change property managers. Think about trying to do something like that with stock. The stock market is often based on speculation. Will this company beat the earnings? Will this new drug get approved? With real estate, you can build predictable cash flow. Positive cash flow from rental properties covers your expenses, and it still puts money in your pocket every single month. That's not just potential, it's actual bankable income. Instead of hoping for a stock to go up, your tenants are literally paying down your investment for you. Historically, real estate values trend upward over the long term. You know, sure, there's definitely been cycles and booms and corrections, but across the decades, real estate has been one of the most reliable ways to build wealth. So unlike Viking Therapeutics, which can literally erase 30% of its value overnight, real estate rarely takes those kinds of dramatic hits unless the entire economy collapses. But even then, think about it. Even then, if the whole economy just busts, rental income often is going to help cushion that blow. And here's another big difference: leverage. With stocks, you're usually, not always, but usually you're paid dollar for dollar. But with real estate, you can use financing. And that means that you can buy a $200,000 property, for example, and maybe only have to put $40,000 down and let the bank actually fund the rest. Plus, every mortgage payment you make into that property is building equity. So combine that with appreciation and cash flow, and you've got multiple wealth building levers working in your favor. So maybe you're saying, I've never invested in real estate, I don't even know where to start. So here's what I'd recommend if you're really tired of the ups and downs of the stock market and you want to maybe consider looking at investing in real estate. The first thing is start researching rental properties in your area or even in strong rental markets across the country. You can actually invest out of your area, out of state. There's certain things that I talk about on this channel, ways to do that. But, you know, you can just start looking in your own backyard. You know, you can look for deals where the rent covers all the expenses and is still going to leave you with positive cash flow. On the channel, I talk about how you can analyze rental properties and how you can figure out expenses and that sort of thing. Now, if you're not sure how to get started, like I said, this is something that's new to you, then the first thing is I have so much content on this channel and it's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a dime. I would say subscribe to this channel and watch the content. The content that I give away on this channel, and again, it's totally free, will give you all the fundamentals and the tools that you need to learn how to invest in real estate. I would definitely recommend connecting with other investors, maybe in your area. You know, find a mentor or even join a community, because learning the basics now, it'll help you avoid a lot of costly mistakes in the future. And as I said, I've got an online community. I'll put that link in the description below. This crash with the Viking Therapeutics is a reminder that the stock market can be brutal. Now, again, I'm not saying that people shouldn't invest in the stock market. Of course, I wouldn't say that. I personally invest in the stock market as well. I just have a large part of my assets invested are real estate. But real estate really does give you control, stability, and multiple paths to building wealth. You can start small, focus on cash flow, and then you'll be way ahead of the game. So I appreciate you watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll see you on the next video.